Let's make a start. Good. We're all here. Okay, then we make a start. Sit cross-legged on your support or in any pose you prefer to sit. Vi sedete con le gambe incrociate oppure in qualsiasi posizione che per voi è confortevole. So I'm not taking my jacket off for now. And then just sit cross-legged. If you're sitting cross-legged, then make sure that your right shin bone is parallel towards your mat. Se state seduti con le gambe incrociate, tenete la gamba destra in avanti e fate che la tibia è parallela al tappetino. Just wait, because if the sun is coming up, I need to put something there. Juan? 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 Okay. They're never there when you need them. So have your right leg to the front and have your right shin bone parallel towards you. Then be careful, the back of your diaphragm, the lower part of your the back of your diaphragm, the lower part of the back chest, keep that broad. So we don't want to push the chest forward or backwards, we want to keep it upright. Il torace non lo vogliamo spingere né in avanti né indietro, lo vogliamo tenere proprio perpendicolare. Vogliamo portare l'aria nel torace, allargarlo, però non spingere. So keep the bottom back of your chest where the thick ribs is. Don't push them forward like this, so that this is coming forward and this is going back. So you want to keep that broad. You want to keep that broad, and then you want to keep the top of your chest broad as well. Allora, vogliamo tenere dietro la parte bassa del torace larga, questa qui, e poi vogliamo anche allargare la parte alta anteriore del torace. So first take your arms forward, portate le braccia in avanti, and then extend from your armpits towards your little finger side, and from your thumb side extend back. And when you raise your arms, wait, don't raise them now, just think that it's all one string. So you're extending from here, you're going there, and then your shoulder blades are going down. Allungate bene dalle ascelle verso i mignoli, dai pollici tirate indietro, poi tenete dietro del diaframma bello largo, keep the back of your diaphragm broad, and then raise your arms. Raise your arms up. Use only the muscles in your arm. Usate solo I muscoli delle vostre braccia. And keep your arms up. Keep the sides of your neck long. Daniele, allunga bene il braccio sinistro. Beate, close your arms a little bit so that your hand, if you look up, have your arms wide as your shoulders. Guardate in su, tenete le mani larghe quanto le vostre spalle. Unless you have any shoulder issues, then you can have them wide. Extend well up from your armpits, continue from your armpits to lift towards your little finger side, and from your thumbs extend down. Continuate ad allungare dalle ascelle verso il mignolo e dai pollici in giù, così le spalle scendono. Vabbè, keep your arms straight. Keep your sitting bones pressing down. Gli ischi giù, venite più sui davanti degli ischi. Come a little bit more towards the front of your sitting bones. Then take your arms out to the sides. Spread your arms halfway. Portate metà strada giù. Extend your fingertips. Feel that you're spreading the top of your chest. Feel that you're broadening your muscles there. Then keep the height and the sides of your trunk. Prima allungate le braccia così sentite che allargate il vostro torace, mantenendo la lunghezza nei lati del tronco, Unite il palmo delle mani davanti a voi. Keep this broadness here and bring your palms together. Then the base of your thumbs, put them here onto your lower ribs so you can extend the lower ribs down. La base dei pollici, appoggiatela proprio su quelle costole basse qui, così potete spingerle leggermente in giù. The thumbs go onto the top of your sternum, le unghie dei pollici sulla parte alta del torace, and then you can keep the other fingers together and close your eyes. Con le altre 4 dita tenetele unite e chiudete gli occhi. Then, bring your attention to the back of your body. Portate l'attenzione sul dietro del corpo. When you inhale, spread the back chest. And when you finish your inhalation, when you nearly finish your inhalation, then you spread the top of your chest. And when you exhale, let the skin from your shoulders drop down. Ora, quando inspirate, allargate la parte posteriore bassa del torace. Poi prima che finite l'inspirazione, allargate la parte alta anteriore del torace. E quando espirate, fate che la pelle dalle spalle scivola in giù. So you want to fill your chest with air, with breath, with prana. You want to lift your chest up, but it's the inside of your chest which is spreading, without pushing it forward or backwards. Volete portare il respiro nel vostro torace, volete allargare il torace, allungarlo anche, ma non lo volete spingere avanti e indietro con un'altalena. Feel your sitting bones pressing down. And Isabella, lift a little bit your chin. And from the pressing down of your sitting bones, lift the whole of your spine up. Sentite gli ischi che spingono giù, state più sul davanti degli ischi. E poi dalla spinta degli ischi in giù che volete allungare la vostra colonna in su. Feel that your head, your chest and your pelvis, that they are all on one and the same line. Then be more on the back of your body. State più sul dietro del vostro corpo. The front of your body you can see, we can always see it in the mirror, but the back of your body we can't see. Il davanti del corpo lo vediamo sempre, anche quando ci guardiamo nello specchio, ma il dietro del corpo non lo vediamo e lo dobbiamo sentire di più. Allargate bene la fascia del sacro, dal sacro verso l'esterno. Poi di nuovo il diaframma posteriore, allargate. E anche la parte alta delle spalle, dalla settima cervicale allargate verso la punta delle spalle. Keep your attention in the back of your body. Spread your sacrum bend. From your sacrum out towards your hips, towards your buttocks. Then again, the back of your chest, the middle back, spread from the center out to the sides. And the upper back. From the seventh cervical, spread out towards the tip of your shoulders. so that the back of your body is broad and the front of your body can lean back towards the back of your body. Così vi sentite dietro del corpo largo e la parte anteriore del corpo si può appoggiare su quella posteriore. And silently chant the 3 Oms, and then we do them together. Then keep your chest up, mantenete il torace sollevato, clavicole larghe, your clavicles spreading, and with your next exhalation lower your head down. Con la prossima espirazione passate la testa, fate che la mente si dissolve nello spazio del vostro cuore. Allow the mind to dissolve into the space of your heart. Then release your hands, bring them onto your thighs with your elbows a little bit behind your trunk. Sciogliete le mani, gomiti leggermente dietro il tronco. E anche qui sentite ancora le spalle in linea con le anche. Even with your head down, feel your shoulders in line with your hips. Feel that the back of your body, the skin is dropping down from your shoulders to your elbows, from your shoulders towards your buttocks. Con la testa in giù sentite la pelle dalle spalle che scivola verso i gomiti, dalle spalle verso le nati. Così sentite anche che permettete gli avanti della spina di salire. The skin at the back is dropping down so that you allow the skin at the front of your body to lift. And then raise your head, rialzate la testa, and stay there with your eyes closed. So before you spread your clavicles wide, spread the back of your chest, the bottom part, spread it, and then spread your clavicles. Prima che allargate bene le vostre clavicole, allargate prima la parte posteriore del torace, quella in basso, poi mantenete quella parte larga e allargate la parte anteriore del torace. Dovete usare più i muscoli pettorali. Don't let your chest swing like a seesaw. Non fate che il torace si muove come un'altalena. And take your head back, your ears in line with your shoulders, con la testa indietro. Imagine a wall behind you where the back of your pelvis is touching the wall. The back of your chest is touching the wall. The tip of your shoulders and the back of your head. Immaginatevi questo muro dietro di voi, dove dietro del torace tocca, dietro del bacino tocca questo muro, la punta delle spalle e la nuca. And then be aware of your own existence in this present moment. E poi siete consapevoli della vostra esistenza in questo momento qui. Sides of your body are tall because your armpits are moving into the body. The back of your armpits is coming forward. E mantenete i lati del tronco alti. Le ascelle che vanno dentro il corpo e dietro delle ascelle che viene in avanti. And then very gently open your eyes. And then release your legs. Release your legs, extend them forward. And then we are going to lie down. Hi Susan and Stefan. We are going to lie down in Supta Baddha Konasana. If you have a bolster, we are using the bolster. Have a belt and have as well as support for your thighs. Facciamo Supta Baddha Konasana con il cuscino. Se lo avete, se non avete prendetevi anche una coperta. If you don't have the cushion, the bolster, you can just use another cushion. Then you have a blanket for your head, so that the forehead is slightly higher. And I want you all to have all your legs supported. So you take the belt. Voglio che anche le cosce sono sostenute, per quello tenetevi anche i mattoncini vicino. So you take the belt, take it around your sacrum, the top of your sacrum, have it at the top of your sacrum, portate la cintura alla parte alta del sacro, then you bring it inside and you bring it around your feet. And please, all of you should know the belt has to pull towards you. Fate che la cintura tira verso di voi, così tirate l'osso più debole verso quello più cicciotto. So that you pull, because when we use a prop, we use it for a reason. And here you're pulling the weaker bone towards the stronger one. And then have a support for your thighs. Can be bricks, can be a blanket. So these go to the top of your sacrum. And then when you come back, you lift your chest, go back, and the head goes back at the very last point. And then you can extend well the occipital bone up and make sure that your thighs are supported. Quando scendete giù, allungatevi anche l'occipite. Assicuratevi che avete un sostegno per le cosce, la cintura che sta sulla parte alta del sacro. Poi potete alzare poco il bacino, allungare anche la pelle delle natiche lontano dal cuscinone. You can lift a little bit your hips and extend the buttock flesh away from your bolster. And then take your arms out to the sides. You don't have to have them too wide. Just have them, imagine that you have an egg in between, or a ping pong ball in between your armpits. Non esagerate nemmeno con le braccia, non tenetele tanto larghe, vogliamo sempre ancora sentire la lunghezza. E immaginatevi di avere una pallina di ping pong o un uovo lì sotto le vostre ascelle. E poi chiudete gli occhi, and then close your eyes. So, Supta Baddha Konasana, it's the bound angle pose. So you have the belt there which holds your legs together. Then you have the support for your thighs, so your thighs are not hanging, the knees are not hanging, and your groins are releasing. Good. Then take your arms out to the sides. And close your eyes. Take your chin a little bit more towards you, a tiny bit. Inhale, exhale through your nostrils. Jane, have you got something under your thighs? Yeah, because on the right knee is dropping a little bit more down. So bring it right up into your thighs. Assicuratevi che avete qualcosa sotto le cosce o sotto le ginocchia, così non avete le ginocchia che dipendono e gli inguini sono rilassati. La lingua che si ritira indietro. Remember, your tongue has to drop back towards its own root. La lingua si ritira indietro verso la sua radice, così avete questo vuoto, questo grande spazio nella gola. So the arms are comfortable. And then feel that your lumbar is not contracting, that it's not in any pain at all. If it is, you just move away from the bolster. Poi le braccia sono confortevoli, appoggiate lì e non dovete avere un fastidio nella schiena in basso. Se lo avete, spostatevi più lontano dal cuscinone. So support under your head to lift your forehead bone slightly higher than your chin. And then the chin falls into the throat. Have your eyes closed and just feel the movement of your breath. Make the movement of your breath simple, quiet rhythm. La coperta lì sotto la testa, così vi solleva un po' la fronte che è più alta del mento. E poi con il mento avete questa sensazione che vi casca nella gola. Con gli occhi chiusi osservate il movimento del vostro respiro. It looks better now, Jane. Now they're both on the same height. So we're looking today to focus the breath on a specific zone. One is the pelvic floor, one is the groins, and one the armpits. Voglio che vi concentrate con il respiro su queste tre zone. Uno è il pavimento pelvico, l'altra zona sono gli inguini e l'altra le ascelle. So you just follow the logic of the shape of the pose, which obviously exposes the pelvic floor, it exposes the groins and the armpits. So, seguiamo la logica della posizione e come vedete proprio tiene il pavimento pelvico esposto, gli inguini sono esposti e anche le ascelle. But first of all, let yourself be very comfortable and relaxed. Prima però sentitevi rilassati. And whether you look at it in a biological, physiological or emotional perspective, it will always be the pelvic floor which is exposed, the groins and your armpits. And they are very sensitive zones and major junctions in our body. There's a lot of blood flow, lymph flow, life flow moving through these zones. E tutte queste tre parti sono delle parti molto sensibili, zone molto sensibili. Pavimento pelvico, gli inguini e anche le ascelle. Tanto flusso di sangue, flusso dei linfinodi e anche il flusso della vita. And now I just want you to use your breath to aerate and irrigate these zones. And the more you relax, the more they will be open and available to the breath. Ora ci concentriamo su queste zone e più siete rilassati, più queste zone saranno più utili per il vostro respiro. So now for the next 3 minutes, put your mind into your pelvic floor. Ora per i prossimi 3 minuti mettete la mente nel pavimento pelvico. And when you inhale, imagine it moves down towards your heels. And when you exhale, it moves back up again. And let the feeling of the pelvic floor catch the rhythm of the breath. Ora quando inspirate, immaginate che il pavimento pelvico scende giù verso i vostri talloni e quando espirate risale in su. Fate respiro dopo respiro finché diventa un ritmo. Keep your tongue moving down. Tenete la lingua che rimane in giù. You're completely supported. So inhale, imagine the pelvic floor moving down. And when you exhale, it moves back up. And then you can imagine that you're actually breathing with the pelvic floor and not with your lungs, but through the pelvic floor. So there's a deep irrigation, aeration of that zone. Potete anche immaginarvi che respirate con il pavimento pelvico, invece di respirare con i polmoni, ve lo immaginate. Inspirando lo mandate giù, espirate e ritorna in su. Poi portate l'attenzione intorno ai vostri linguini. Then bring your attention towards your groins, the soft skin there that flows from the bikini line, from the front hip, right down to the attachment of the adductor, into the pubes. Breathe into that space. Imagine that the space becomes deeper and the skin even softer. Poi inspirate intorno linguini, lì dove ci sono le creste iliache, tipo quando vedete il bichino, dalle creste iliache in giù verso linguini, in quella zona lì. Inspirate, anche lì le mutande, inspirate in quella zona lì, fate che diventa ancora più profonda. E quando espirate fate che la pelle diventa più morbida. But let's see if you can bring a little bit more weight onto the back of your thumbs, just a tiny bit, and then you can curl your fingers in so that your fingers are relaxed. But make sure that you're all warm enough, that you're not cold there. And then remember, your body is completely passive. Just surrender your body there to your bolster. And it's only the breath which is moving. So your shoulders, if you have the bolster, your shoulders are dropping off the bolster. There's like a little pull of the weight of your shoulders down so that the back of your chest can come more in. Poi se avete il cuscinone lì, la punta delle spalle scivola giù, è come un po' come se avete un peso lì che vi porta le spalle più in giù e il cuscinone spinge in avanti per aprire ancora di più la parte alta del torace. And then while you do this, feel as well the back of your chest, the lower part of your chest. Feel it on the bolster. Poi sentitevi anche la parte bassa posteriore del vostro torace, sentitela appoggiata lì sul cuscinone. Beate, you can as well turn a little bit more onto the back of your thumbs so that the tip of your shoulders drop down more, and then just curl your fingers in. E ora portate l'attenzione nelle vostre ascelle e semplicemente inspirate nello spazio da lì e quando espirate sciogliete. Now bring your attention in your armpits. Breathe into the space there, and when you exhale, release. One more minute. Inhale into your armpits. Exhale, release. Ancora un minuto. Inspirate nelle vostre ascelle e quando espirate sciogliete, rilassate. And very gently open your eyes. Piano piano aprite gli occhi. If you can, put your hands under your thighs and lift your feet off the floor. Se riuscite mettete le mani sotto le cosce, sollevate i piedi e poi fate slittare un piede via, l'altro piede via, then slide one foot out of the bell, then the other one. Keep your feet bent a moment. Poi tenete le gambe un attimo piegate. So you release your groins. Then you can lift your hips to take the belt away, alzate anche il bacino così vi liberatevi della cintura. E poi piano piano giratevi sul vostro lato destro. And then turn towards your right side. And we do keep this, all these things we have. We're going to do Setu Bandha with the bolster. If you don't have the bolster, I can show you with the bricks. And then have your belt shoulder width. You can have your feet for this one as well as wide as your mat, but if I do it, I don't like it, but you can have it as wide as your shoulder. Important that you don't have any lower back issues. Facciamo Setu Bandha con il cuscinone. Allora i piedi larghi quanto le vostre spalle. Le potete avere anche più larghi se avete fastidio nella schiena in basso. A me più largo non mi piace. And then I just show you, you sit on your bolster, put the belt around the arches of your feet, la cintura va intorno l'arco dei piedi. And then you lie down and bring for today comfort. You can hold the bolster, you can hold your mat and bring your shoulders comfortably onto the floor for now. So the shoulders are down and then they want to move actually back to the bolster. Le spalle portatele giù e poi vorrebbero tornare verso il cuscinone. Then you hold on to the sides of the mat and then you extend your heels. Extend your heels, keep your inner heels moving away from each other and your legs are actually active. Your thighs are pressing down, your hip bones are lifting. You can hold a moment onto the sides of your mat to turn your arms, but then you release your arms as well. Allora, prima tenete anche i lati del tappetino per ruotare bene la punta delle spalle in giù e poi però sciogliete le mani, non troppo larghe. Don't have your arms too wide. Keep them close to your bolster. And then you can close your eyes. And please, if you have any issues with your lower back, take your feet wider or you can even lift your feet. Se avete fastidio con la schiena in basso, potete o allargare ancora i piedi o li mettete più alti. So your shoulders, Berthe, are off the bolster. Probably you cannot see because my bolster is dark. So come more over, Berthe. Berthe, bend your legs. Your shoulders have to be on the floor. The shoulders and your head is on the floor. Probably you cannot see because my bolster is so dark. Ecco, bravi. Allora le spalle e la testa devono stare sullo stesso piano. Let me see. Yes, well done. So the head, yeah, well done. Your shoulders and your head on the same plane, and your trunk is supported by the bolster. And the round bit of your bolster now is pushing the dorsal spine in. So the belt is for your feet, and the feet have to stay parallel to each other. See if you can extend the inner heels away from each other. La cintura per I vostri piedi, e poi tenete l'esterno dei piedi paralleli uno e l'altro. So keep the outer feet parallel. Okay. So your trunk is fine now, Berthe. I'm sorry, can you come up again, Berthe? Sorry, come up again. And then put the belt around the arches of your feet. Around the arches of your feet. Not around your ankle bones, around the arches of your feet. Then go down again because you're fine. Yes. Yeah, better. And now the inner heels, extend them away from each other. Ecco, beautiful. Verena, extend a little bit more the inner heels. Allungate bene I talloni interni. Allora, il centro dei talloni giù e il bordo interno dei talloni allungateli un po' verso l'esterno. Così sentite l'interno delle cosce che scende. So the feet have to stay parallel to each other. The inner heels are rotating out from the inner ankle bones to the inner heels. They're rotating out a little bit, which gives depth and rotation to your groins. So feel this. And do this without contracting the abductor, the internal thighs, the internal rotation. Stretch well your legs. Se allungate il bordo interno dei talloni, dalle caviglie interne al bordo interno dei talloni, un po' verso l'esterno, sentite anche che gli inguini rimangono ancora più profondi. Allungate bene le gambe lontano, la pelle delle natiche, la carne delle natiche va verso I talloni. Your buttock flesh, the skin, has to move towards your heels. And the back of your thighs, remember, they have to turn away from each other. E il dietro delle vostre cosce si va uno lontano dall'altro. And here, if you follow the logic and the geography of the pose, the most obvious aspect would be the brightness of your sternum, the muscles between the ribs, the chest, which is an all expanding and extending. And then here you have the movement of the chin to the throat, which should be accompanied by a release of the space between your eyebrows. See if you can feel it. Ora, la geografia della posizione qui vi porta verso il torace, verso lo sterno, perché il cuscinone spinge i dorsali in dentro. Sentitevi anche I muscoli tra le costole e il torace che si espande. Poi qui in automatico avete il mento che casca verso la gola e poi la parte bassa della gola bella larga, e questo viene accompagnato a un rilassamento tra le sopracciglia. Sentitevelo questo. E quel punto tra le sopracciglia, quel punto lì, casca dritto indietro, verso il dietro della testa. So the release of the space between your eyebrows. This spot of the eyebrows, this spot falls towards the back of your head. So one part of you in this pose is a sort of extravagant, extroverted, in extension, chest, sternum, clavicles, armpits, and the intercostal muscles. And the other part of you is quiet, receptive, introverted, with the chin in Jalandhara Bandha. E sentitevi qui che il torace è in espansione, lo sterno largo, le clavicole larghe, anche le ascelle sono aperte, anche i muscoli intercostali larghi. E poi un'altra parte di voi è calma, ricettiva, perché avete il mento in questa posizione che si chiama Jalandhara Bandha. So when you inhale now, increase the feeling of width, extension of the space of the chest. And when you exhale, increase the quietness of the front of your brain. Increase the softness in your throat and the receptivity of your face. E ora quando inspirate nel torace, ancora allargatelo di più, espandetelo ancora di più. E quando espirate, fate che la parte davanti del vostro cervello, lì tra le vostre sopracciglia, quello spazio che si rilassa, diventa qui, che avete questa morbidezza nella gola e la recettività del viso. But your legs are active, però le gambe sono attive, le cosce spingono giù, il dietro delle cosce che si allarga dall'interno all'esterno. One more minute. Bend your legs, all of you bend your legs, piegate le vostre gambe. So if you have the space over your head, it is better to slide towards your head. I don't have it because I have the ball there. So if you don't have the space, lift your hips, push the bolster away. Se avete lo spazio, è sempre meglio di scivolare verso la testa finché le natiche appoggiano giù. Se non avete lo spazio, alzate il bacino, spostatevi il cuscino lontano e mettete la schiena giù. And then cross your legs a moment onto the bolster. E incrociate un attimo le gambe sul cuscino. And then feel the back of your chest, the lower part of your chest. Is this on the floor or have you lifted it up? So don't confuse it with your lumbar spine. The lumbar spine, the lumbar muscles are lower down. They are not on the floor. Sentitevi la parte posteriore del torace. Dovrebbe anche toccare il pavimento, quelle costole cicciotte vogliono scendere giù. E non confondete quella parte con i lombi. I lombi sono più bassi e non sono appoggiati giù. Then change the cross of your legs. And then turn to one side. Calm up. So we're going to do some sitting breathing, not long. I'm not keeping you long there, but I wanted you to use your belt. Just come closer. Don't pull the belt tight. Non stringete la cintura. I just want you to bring the belt here around your lower ribs. The lower ribs and the back. So, because I tend as well to do this, where I take that forward. So that has to come back. So that it's only touching. Mettetevi la cintura qui intorno alle vostre costole basse, quelle anche posteriori, però mica, non fate così, don't pull the belt. So it's just that it's not falling down. Non stringetelo, solo che non vi casca in giù. E prende le costole posteriori, so it's around the back of your ribs, the thick ribs, and the lower part of your sternum. And if it doesn't come, don't worry, don't use it. Se non vi viene, lasciate, don't fix on the belt. And then you can sit in any pose you prefer to sit. You can sit in Virasana, you can sit in Sukhasana. Sedetevi in qualsiasi posizione che per voi è confortevole. And this, I just want you to keep as a reminder so that the circumference of your chest stays in line with the circumference of your hips. So if we had another belt, but we're not going to put another belt. You can put another one here, but don't do it now, don't do it. Just that one is in line with the other. And that you don't lift your chest when you inhale and close the back of your body. The back of your body has to stay broad. Then you can place your hands, palms up, palms down. It's up to you. And then bring your shoulders in line with your hips. Poi le mani col palmo delle mani in su o in giù, non importa. Portate le spalle in linea con le vostre anche. Close your eyes, have your head a moment upright. Chiudete gli occhi, tenete la testa dritta un momento. And then feel the belt at the back. From the center, spread out towards the side. It's a little bit like if you have a warm blanket there. Immaginatevi come tipo avete una bella coperta, bella calda, riscaldata in quella zona lì. Inspirate proprio lì nel centro della cintura dietro. Espirate, allargate. E poi tante volte si sente che facciamo un gobbo quando facciamo quello, perché dobbiamo usare i pettorali per allargare la parte anteriore del torace. Often when you breathe into the back lower chest, you feel like you're having a hunchback because the shoulders are coming forward. But then you have to use your muscles. You have to use your muscles and spread the skin from your sternum out towards the sides. Then keep the back of your diaphragm, keep it spreading. Tenete bello largo dietro del diaframma, la parte alta delle spalle, anche del torace, anche bella larga. The front of your chest, keep it broad. Keep the sides of your neck long. And then take your head in Jalandhara Bandha. Ora tenete tutto largo dietro del torace, dietro la parte bassa, la parte anteriore alta, i lati del collo belli lunghi e portate la testa in Jalandhara. Open your eyes a moment and see that your chin and your nose is right in the center of your sternum, and then close your eyes again. Poi aprite gli occhi un attimo, guardate che la punta del naso nel centro del vostro torace. Spread your clavicles maybe a little bit more. And then for now, keep your attention in the back of your belt, the back belt. Inhale there, exhale, spread. E per un attimo tenete l'attenzione lì sul dietro della cintura. Stefan, spread while your clavicles. Take the tip of your shoulders back. Inspirate dietro lì nel centro della cintura. Espirate, allargate. The head is down, la testa sta giù, ma i lati del collo rimangono sempre ancora lunghi. I will explain to you now. We are going to do Viloma 1, which is an interrupted inhalation. You can keep your head down. And then I want you to imagine, of course we're breathing in and out through the nostril, this is obvious, but I want you to imagine that you breathe from your pubic plate, from your perineum, come towards your hip bones, then you pause. From your hip bones, continue your inhalation to your belt. You pause. Then from your belt, lift up towards your armpit chest. Pause again, spread your clavicles. Keep the top of your sternum spread. And then exhale as it comes. Then you need to do normal breathing in between. Then you start again from your pelvic floor towards your hip bones. It's like a triangle. From your hip bones up towards your belt. Then you spread your belt laterally. And then from the belt up towards your armpit chest. Pause again. Keep the sternum plate, the top of your sternum plate, keep it broad. And then you exhale. Ora facciamo Viloma 1, che è un'inspirazione interrotta, e lo sappiamo che respiriamo dal naso, però voi vi immaginate di inspirare dal pavimento pelvico, portate il respiro finché le creste iliache con un piccolo triangolo lì e fate una pausa. Poi dalle creste iliache inspirate verso la cintura, pausa, allargate la cintura laterale, continuate l'inspirazione verso le ascelle, pausa, poi allargate bene lo sterno, la parte alta dello sterno deve rimanere larga, lo sterno deve rimanere alto e poi espirate come vi viene. Poi fate dei respiri normali e poi ricominciate. So if you already do pranayama on a regular basis, even if it's only once a month and you come to my yoga workshops, try to do 3 Viloma 1, one after the other. Then you do 3 normal breaths, more if you need. And then you try again, 3, one after the other. Se ve lo sentite, ci potete provare, se poi non riuscite tornate indietro. Fate 3 di Viloma, uno dopo l'altro. Poi fate dei respiri normali quanti vi servono e poi riprendete di nuovo. Altrimenti fate un viloma, poi 2-3 respiri normali e poi di nuovo il viloma 1. Keep your clavicles spreading. Feel the skin of your arms, the back arms, the triceps that has to move down. Clavicole larghe, sentitevi la pelle delle braccia, i tricipiti, quella deve scivolare in giù. To all in your own time, without rushing. And remember that the poses are there to check that your fingertips are curled in, that your eyeballs are moving back, that your face is soft. E ricordate che le pause stanno lì per assicurarvi che tutto il viso è rilassato, le dita delle mani rilassate e gli occhi che vanno indietro, soprattutto quando inspirate. The eyeballs, they have to move back, especially when you inhale. Three more minutes like this, in your own time. Sides of your neck, they have to remain tall when we are in Jalandhara Bandha. I lati del collo devono rimanere lunghi quando avete la testa in giù. Muovete la mandibola verso le orecchie e la lingua verso la gola. Move your jaw towards the ears and the tongue towards the throat. The moment you bring your jaw forward, the whole face changes and then it creates tension. Take the base of your throat back. La parte bassa della gola fate che va indietro. Don't clench your teeth. And feel this with your jaw. Take it back towards your ears. Non stringete i denti e sentite quando portate la mandibola indietro verso le orecchie che tutti i muscoli facciali sono rilassati e rimangono anche rilassati. And when you finish your next Viloma 1, keep your eyes closed and raise your head up. Quando finite il prossimo Viloma 1, tenete gli occhi chiusi, rialzate la testa e rimanete lì. Respirate normalmente. Breathe normally when the head is up. Open your eyes. Change the cross of your legs. We're just going to do now some Ujjayi breathing, but you still keep this imaginary from where the breath comes in your mind. So you inhale through your pelvic floor towards your hip bones, towards the belt, towards your armpits, but without doing a pause. Ora ripetiamo, però senza fare la pausa, facciamo solo questi respiri lunghi. Inspirate come avete fatto adesso, immaginate di inspirare dal pavimento pelvico verso le creste iliache, la cintura, le ascelle, ma senza fare una pausa. Fate un inspiro lungo, espiro lungo. So change the cross of your legs or your seated position and take your hands onto your thighs. Feel that this belt has not dropped like mine. So this has to be parallel to the floor. Your armpits have to move into your body. Le ascelle devono muoversi dentro il corpo. And then close your eyes. Feel the back of your body again. Sentitevi di nuovo il dietro del corpo, bello largo. Keep the sides of your neck long and take your head in Jalandhara. Tenete i lati del collo lunghi, tricipiti che scendono e portate la testa in Jalandhara. La parte bassa della gola bella larga. And then do normal inhalations, exhalations first, following this image from your pelvic floor up towards your armpits. And then gradually you can do the inhalation, exhalations longer. Giù la testa, prima fate 2-3 respiri normali e poi prolungate l'inspirazione e l'espirazione. It's like you're filling a container. È come se riempite il vostro contenitore con il vostro respiro. And then see if you can do your inhalations, exhalations the same length. E poi vedete se potete fare l'inspirazione, l'espirazione, stessa durata. Bring your jaw up towards your ears. And then observe if you're filling both sides of your lungs evenly up, and if you're empty them evenly out. E poi osservate se riempite tutti i due lati dei vostri polmoni in un modo uniforme e anche se le svuotate in un modo uniforme. After your next exhalation, keep your eyes closed and raise your head. And very gently open your eyes. Rialzate la testa, riaprite gli occhi. Extend your legs, remove your belt, and then just lie down for a little shavasana. Toglietevi la cintura, sdraiatevi un attimo per un piccolo shavasana. Just rest for a couple of minutes. Mettetevi giù un attimo. Date il palmo delle mani in su, and your palms up. And when you're there, relax your pelvic floor, your groins, and your armpits. Poi quando siete lì, espirate, rilassate il pavimento pelvico, rilassate gli inguini e anche le vostre ascelle. Le spalle, le scapole completamente lasciate andare. Your shoulders, your shoulder blades as well, and let go. Keep your throat soft and the breath natural. La parte bassa della gola bella morbida, fatela che scende giù e il respiro qui naturale. And then very gently bend your legs, piano piano, piegate le gambe. Place your hands onto your chest and then turn to one side and come up. Giratevi, venite su. I wanted to ask you if you have something like a ball or a stick, you can use a broomstick as well. Or a ball, any ball will do. Guardate se avete una palla o anche una stecca, che può essere anche il bastone della scopa, o una palla, può essere anche una pallina di ping pong, di ping pong no, la schiacciamo, una pallina di tennis. If you don't have it, I'll just give you something else to do. So you can do, with the stick is perfect. Ah sì, Donatella, dove la metti quella palla? Sotto il piede la devi mettere. Mo ti faccio vedere a te. I just show you if you don't have. So if you have this broomstick, una scopa, non ce l'hai Donatella una scopa? Ecco. If you have this round thing, I just want you to put your foot on there and then you massage the outside of your foot, your middle foot and the inside. And you can go really strongly because of course we want to waken up the skin around under the feet which attaches to the bone. You can do it with this stick or if you have a ball you can do it with the ball. Se avete la pallina potete farlo anche con la pallina. And I remember when I went to India, they made us do this, you know, in the morning for 20 minutes, you know, and I thought, oh, what is this? But it does really make a difference if you get up. So, or with the ball or with the stick. In my studio I have these little sticks and then you just massage. First one foot. Allora, vi massaggiate il piede o con il bastone della scopa, prima l'esterno, poi anche il tallone, poi la parte centrale e poi la parte interna. So first the outside of your foot, then the heel, and then the inside. So do we all have, you go do this, so we have all something, yes, with the tennis ball it's good as well, the tennis ball is perfect as well. Ecco, brava Rosy, prima bene l'esterno, ecco, il tallone, well done. So do this, and if you have time, you know, you can do this every day, like 2 minutes each side. And then you can feel the parts which are a little bit harder, then you do that more often. So then swap to the other foot, fate l'altro piede. And then you can probably feel that one side is completely different than the other. So, oops, if you have to hold yourself somewhere, do so. Be careful, Lisa, and Jane as well, be careful. So the outside, then the middle part, and then the inside. And the heel as well, and the roots of your toes. Good. So just go on with the other foot because of 1 more minute, so we have both the same. On the one which I have my weaker knee, for example, I have to hold myself because I don't have so good balance there. Ecco, e se avete un ginocchio che è più debole dell'altro, tante volte io per esempio mi devo tenere su questo lato perché qui è il ginocchio più debole il mio. Good. Then if you've done this, you can remove your stick. And then you take your belt again, have your belt and your bricks, start. And then the belt, you have to do it a little bit narrow. I would say from one armpit to the other. Not as much as your shoulder, just from one armpit to the other. And then I want you to put it, like you've done it in Setu Bandha, you put it around the arches of your feet. Even a little bit narrow, doesn't have to be that broad. And you place it onto the arches of your feet. And then you have to resist, just show you from the side. And then you resist into the belt, and push the outer feet down. You can turn towards me, look at your toes, Spread your toes, have a space between each toe, and then look at your knees. The knees have to look forward. They have to look forward. Extend your arms down a moment. Bring your shoulders back. And resist towards the belt. Resist towards the belt. The outer feet have to go down and the inner arch has to lift up. Resistete contro la cintura, guardatevi le ginocchia che guardano dritte in avanti. Actually look down towards your feet a moment. You should not see the inner heels. Non dovete vedere il bordo interno dei talloni quando guardate giù. You can only see the inner ankle bones. And the inner ankle bones you have to lift up. Then extend your arms down. Stay there so I can see you here. Extend your arms down. Then lift your from your inner ankle bones, lift up towards your inner knees. And remember, the knees, they never push back. The kneecaps, they only lift up. And we use the quadriceps and the inner quadriceps here to lift the knees up. Extend your arms down. Then take your arms back and interlock your thumbs. Interlock your thumbs, extend your arms back. Lift your chin. Bring weight onto your heels. So your ankle bone, your hip bone, your armpits are all on one and the same line. Then see, can you extend your arms a little bit back? If it's too difficult to interlock your thumbs, you can have your hands apart like this. Se è troppo difficile intrecciare I pollici, potete tenere le mani in Urdhva Hastasana. Lift well your kneecaps up. Push the front of your thighs back. Take your arms back. Fate salire le rotole in su, I quadricipiti in su. Allargate la clavicola sinistra e ruotate la testa verso la destra. Spread well your left clavicle and turn your head towards the right. Keep your arms rotating from inside out. And keep your inner arch lifting, the arch of your feet lifting. Then look straight forward, change the interlock of your thumbs. Guardate in avanti, cambiate l'intreccio dei pollici. Keep your shoulders back, lift well. From your inner knees, lift up, and the outer knees, they have to move back. And then turn your head towards the left. Keep your right clavicle spreading and turn your head towards the left. And keep lifting inner ankle bone to inner knee to inner groin. Continuate ad allungare dalle caviglie interne al ginocchio interno e dal ginocchio interno verso gli. And then look forward, release your hands, keep resisting against the bell, take your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Feel the weight in your heels, sentite il peso sui vostri talloni. Turn around, so I have a side view. Turn around, so giratevi così vi vedo di lato. Lift up from your outer hips, lift up. And then feel the back of your chest, the lower part. Don't push it in. Sentitevi la parte posteriore del torace. Tenetela larga. Look up. Keep resisting against the belt. Exhale, come forward for Uttanasana. First halfway, put your fingers under your shoulders. If you don't reach the floor, put your hands onto your shin bones. Prima con la schiena concava, mettete le mani sotto le vostre spalle. Se non arrivate, mettete le mani sulle tibie. E guardate lungo il pavimento. Keep looking along the floor. Keep resisting with your outer feet into the belt. And from your inner ankle bones, extend back towards the inner heels. Rimanete lì, allora dovete resistere contro la cintura. Bring your buttocks a little bit forward, Berthe. And Verena, keep your legs straight and put your hands onto your shin bones. Allora, dalle caviglie interne allungate verso il bordo interno dei talloni e sentite come dietro delle cosce si apre, ma anche l'interno del ginocchio. If you extend well from the inner ankle bone towards the inner heel, and the inner heel is pressing down, feel how it opens your inner knees. When you exhale, spread your navel bend. Quando ispirate, allargate la fascia dell'ombelico. And then hold onto your elbows and let yourself hang down. Tenete i gomiti e scendete in giù, ma ancora resistete contro quella cintura. But keep resisting with the outer arch towards the back. And then remember, your elbows have to drop towards the floor. Don't take your elbows towards your legs. You can take your trunk towards your legs if it's not too early. Marina, take your buttocks forward. Take your buttocks forward. More. And not to fall forward, you as well sit a little bit. Not to fall forward, your thighs have to move back. And change the fold of your arms. Then place your hands onto your hips. Look along the floor. Press your big toes down. Keep the inner heels extending back. Inhale, come up. Look up towards the ceiling and then look straight ahead. Then release your belly, and then we are going to do one Tadasana in Uttanasana with the brick. And this time, you just give me a side view so I can see you better. This time, have your brick in between your inner heels. Mettete il mattoncino, solo un pezzo del mattoncino, tra il bordo interno dei talloni. So it's not on your inner ankle bones. It's not on your inner ankle. Oh no, you cannot see me there. It's not on your inner ankle bones. I just step on my brick and see me better. Non mettetelo sul like this. It's only on the inner heels, and the inner ankle bones are above. So you cannot. It's like this, and you are pressing with your inner heels the brick, so that the outer feet are parallel towards each other. And give me a side view. Allora, il bordo interno dei talloni che spinge il mattoncino. Guardate i piedi che sono paralleli tra di loro. Look at your feet, that the outer feet are parallel towards each other. And then squeeze this brick with your inner heels. Extend your hands down, do Tadasana. Take your middle buttock forward, the top of your thighs back. Spingete bene questo mattoncino col bordo interno dei talloni e sentite il peso più sui talloni and feel the weight onto your heels. Lift your arches up. Good. Mary, press your thighs back a little bit. And Berta, take your hands back. Katja, I love your trousers. Extend your fingers down. Allungate bene giù le mani. So your middle finger, if you're standing in Tadasana, the middle finger is in your middle thigh. Press well with your inner heels towards the brick. Feel your inner knees and lift your inner knees up. Then we're going to do Gomukhasana. Take your right arm forward. Take the head of your humerus bone back and lift the arm up. Bend the arm back. With your left hand, turn your outer arm forward. With your thumb, push your bicep back. And then release your left arm. Take it back and hold. If you cannot hold, you can hold your t-shirt or your jumper you have on there. But then look straight ahead. And then feel your feet. You have to spread your toes. Feel the inner heels squeezing the brick. And not only it helps you to open the inner knees, but you have your outer hips more compact. Lift your pubis back, lift your pubis up. Yeah, well done, Marie-Claire. Lift your pubis towards your navel. Push your thighs back, Katja. And sacrum down, Isabella, a little bit more down. Keep your clavicles spread. And keep the work in the leg. Press your feet down. The inner heels, press them against the brick. Release your arms. Then take your left arm up. Turn, take it back. And then with your right hand, go and catch. Or the t-shirt or wherever you reach there. And take the crown of your head back so it looks towards the ceiling. It's okay if you take your head down to help yourself to catch, but then you have to take your head back again. Spread your right clavicle and then go into your feet again. There's a space between each toe. The base of your big toe is pressing down. The center heel is pressing down and the inner heels are gripping the brick. Poi con la mente andate verso i vostri piedi, l'alluci giù, centro dei talloni giù e poi con il bordo interno dei talloni schiacciate questo mattoncino. La fascia dell'ombelico portatela indietro e la fascia del sacro in avanti. So you spread your navel bend, you take it back towards the spine, and your sacrum bend, then you push forward. And then release your hands, sciogliete le mani. Now take your brick and bring it in between the knees. You can turn back towards me, giratevi verso di me. Bring your brick in between the knees. And then see, can you bring your feet a little bit closer? They won't go together. I mean, at least mine are not going together. And press your knees. When you press your knees, you can feel the inner thighs lifting up. The inner thighs are there to lift your kneecaps as well. Then extend your arms down, squeeze the brick, and squeeze the brick more with your outer knees. And then spread your arms out to the sides. Turn your palms back, and then see if you can do Paschimottanasana, or you're holding your elbows. And then think more, bring first the weight into your heels, pensate prima ai vostri piedi, portate il peso sui vostri talloni, le cosce indietro schiacciate con l'esterno delle ginocchia, il mattoncino. Press with your outer knees the brick. You take your head and a little bit up, Susan. Lift your chin. E con il mattoncino tra le ginocchia vi permette di sentire l'allungamento dei legamenti laterali e fare spazio lì nell'articolazione. Keep pressing with your outer knees the brick. And then take, not so much your elbows back, take your humerus bones, take them back. E poi portate più gli avambraccia, gli omeri indietro, non pensate tanto ai gomiti. If your arms are folded, change the fold of your arms. Spread your clavicles, crown of your head is facing the ceiling. Allargate le clavicole. La sommità della testa guarda verso il soffitto, cosce indietro, navel bend, draw it back, and your sacrum bend forward. La fascia dell'ombelico portatela indietro e la fascia del sacro che si trova leggermente più bassa in avanti. Squeeze your brick, look up towards the ceiling, guardate in su, and when you exhale, come into Uttanasana. Come, oops, going crooked. Come down, come down, come down, come down, squeeze the brick, and then release your arms. Poi sciogliete le mani. Look at your feet, there's a space between each toe. And then release your head. Look at your legs, how straight, how your knees, how straight they have become. Guardate verso le ginocchia come si sono fatte dritte, dritte. Let your head hang, but your shoulders, move them away from the floor. And look along the floor, guardate di nuovo in avanti. Bring your hands onto your hips. Mettete le mani sui fianchi. Press your big toes down. Oh, I can feel my knees are completely opening. And then exhale, come up. Look up towards the ceiling and then look straight ahead. And then one more with the brick. So if you can, you have the brick this way. And then you place it up here under your pelvic floor. Oopsala. And then, if you can, you bring your feet together. And look, my legs have become like a photo model legs. So if you can, your brick is up high, portate il mattoncino sotto il pavimento pelvico e poi vedete se potete unire i vostri piedi. See if you can join your feet. But spread your toes. Allargate bene la pianta dei piedi. Extend your arms down. Good job. Ecco, bene Daniela, sono uniti i piedi. Spread your clavicles, Mary. Take the tip of your shoulders back. Good. And then you squeeze the brick with your outer hips. And then can you take it back a little bit? Schiacciate il mattoncino non con l'interno delle cosce, ma con l'esterno delle cosce e provate di portarlo indietro. And then take your arms forward, interlock your thumbs. Keep your thighs back, keep your weight onto your heels. Feel the space it creates in the sacrum. Sentite anche lo spazio che create nel sacro e poi espirate e portate su le braccia without pushing forward. Well done. Good. Marina, can you a little bit join your feet more or not? If not, Marina, then take your brick the other way and close it. Because when you grip the brick with the outer hips, you're trying to bring it back. You can feel space there in the lower part of your sacrum. Then change the cross of your thumbs and lift up. Press your inner heels down. And then press your inner feet down as well. Navel bend is moving back. And then just bend towards your right. Piegatevi verso la destra. Imagine a wall in front of you, a wall behind you. And you move your fingers towards the ceiling. Towards where the wall meets the ceiling. And if you can, look up towards the ceiling from underneath your left arm. C'ho una rana nella gola, got a frog in my throat. And then look up. Inhale, press your feet down, the outer thighs, press them. Exhale, from your outer left hip, extend towards your little fingers. Then come back up. One more time, change the interlock. Lift up. Squeeze your brick with your outer thighs. Bring it back a little bit, the brick. And then bend towards the left. Inner feet down, especially the right inner foot is pressing down. And the left one, of course, as well. And then turn your head and look up. lift from your right hip towards your little finger side. And then come back up, release your arms and release your bricks. Then we do one more where you have your bricks together. And Marie-Claire, if you want to have a chair to the front or anyone else, you can have a chair for balance. Because here I want you to bring the half moon of the foot, where the base of your big toe, the base of your little toes are. You bring that onto the center here, onto the center brick. The heel is onto the floor. And the toes, you have to lift your toes up. Then you take the left foot there as well. Look at your heels, they're pointing straight back, and lift your toes. So if you want a chair in front of you for balance, you can have the chair. Put your and then if you can, you put your hands onto your hips. If you need the chair for balance, you can put a chair there. Potete, se non tenete l'equilibrio, potete mettervi una sedia qui. So if you need balance, you can put a chair there for balance, and then you bring your shoulders back. If you can, extend your arms down and take your shoulders back. Let the crown of your head face the ceiling. Lift your toes off the brick. Se potete, poi allungate le braccia in giù e la sommità della testa che deve guardare in su. And the crown of your head. Go onto the brick. Is it too painful, Jane? If it's too painful, you can roll. It doesn't matter, Susan, if the brick is coming up. Oh, well done, Verena. Oh, look, Babette, legs are straight. Franca, take your sacrum down. Rosita, alza bene le dita dei piedi, i talloni stanno giù. Alza le dita dei piedi e i talloni stanno giù. Then, walk off the brick. We're going to do this again. If this is too much and you're not used, I know my students know that, but if this is too much, you can roll a blanket. Se i mattoncini sono troppi, vi potete rotolare una coperta e potete mettere qui l'arco dei piedi sopra. So, otherwise, one more time, step onto the bricks. First, one foot, the heel is pointing back, and then the other. And lift your toes up. Let your thighs move back. Then extend your arms down. Your thighs are moving back. Your hip bones are lifting up. Back, well done. And if the bricks move, don't worry if the bricks come up. Yeah, that's it, Beate. Fine. Keep holding the chair. Pull the chair a little bit more towards you. And exhale, calm down off the bricks, and then we move a moment to the floor. So we're going to do Setu Bandha, but with the brick in between the legs, so that we can feel more the inner thighs. Allora, ora ci sdraiamo con il mattoncino tra le cosce. So the brick is in your upper thighs here, in your upper, like you had it before, but have it a small way, in your upper thighs. And you squeeze the brick with your outer thighs. Il mattoncino sta tra l'interno delle vostre cosce, ma lo dovete spingere con l'esterno delle cosce. And already, if you are down there and you squeeze your brick with your outer thighs, you can already feel that the sacrum is broadening. Then hold on to the sides of the mat, tenete I lati del tappetino, camminate le braccia verso I piedi, walk your arms towards your feet. Spread your clavicles, have the back of your head heavy onto the floor, and extend the occipital bone away from you. tenete il dietro della testa sul pavimento pesante e allungate l'occipite lontano dalle spalle. Press your feet down. Jane and Lisa and anyone else who has trouble with the knees, walk your feet a little bit back. And then inhale, exhale, come up, lift up your hips, come onto the tip of your shoulders. And then I want you to squeeze the brick with your outer thighs. Venite sulla punta delle spalle e poi schiacciate il mattoncino con l'esterno delle vostre cosce. So this is a great way to strengthen and soothe if you have knee pain. Bring your attention to the inner thighs, to your hamstrings at the back, and from the outside squeeze the block. Portate anche l'attenzione nei bicipiti femorali e dall'esterno delle cosce spingete. And stay up and breathe. Pull your pubis towards you. Rimanete lì e respirate, tirate il pube verso di voi. Then come back down, stay with the brick, venite giù, però rimanete con il mattoncino. Then place your palms onto the floor. Questa volta tenete il palmo delle mani giù. And if you have experienced any knee pain, take your feet further away. Se avete sentito un fastidio nelle ginocchia, portate i piedi più lontani. Allora, pronti? Press your palms down, press your arms down. Lift first a little bit, then come onto the tip of your shoulders. Alzate prima un po', venite sulla punta delle spalle, spingete il palmo delle mani giù e alzate ancora di più. Dalla radice delle natiche alzate il bacino. From the root of your thighs, lift up your hips, but keep squeezing. I don't only want you to lift, I want you to squeeze the brick as well. E schiacciate bene il mattoncino. Bring attention to the block and squeeze it. So you feel more your inner thighs. Pubis towards you. Continuate a allungare il pube verso l'ombelico. And then exhale, come back down. One more time we do. Facciamo ancora una volta. Spingete bene, ecco. Dogs are coming, cats are coming. Ecco, spingi bene giù il palmo delle mani. Rosita, il pollice e l'indice spingi. Non avere un buco lì sotto la mano. Press well your thumb and your index finger down so you don't have a space there. And then inhale, exhale, lift up. Stay up, Mary. Come up again. Stay up. Ecco. Un pochetto di più alza Daniela. Un pochetto. Yes, well done, Susan. And then squeeze from the outer thighs. Well done, Marina. Lift a little bit your chest though. Lift a little bit more your chest. And then come back down. And remove your brick. So we're going to do now, which I call the banana pose. So first, extend your legs in Supta Padasana. Take the brick away. Toglietevi il mattoncino. Allungate le gambe per Supta Padasana. And then let me think which leg I have to put in front. Take your right foot on top of the left. Mettete il tallone destro sulla caviglia sinistra. So you're just crossing your ankle bones. Take your arms up. With your left hand, hold your right wrist. Con la mano sinistra tenetevi il polso destro e portate le braccia oltre la testa. Of your space over your head. And then now, walk both of your legs towards the right. Camminate I piedi dritti verso la destra. And your arms as well. Walk them towards the right as much as you can. Your pelvis stays So walk your feet as much as you can to the right and your arms. Camminate i piedi dritti quando possibile verso la destra e anche le braccia verso la destra. Bacino rimane immobile, così vi allungate dall'anca sinistra verso l'ascella e dall'anca sinistra verso la caviglia sinistra. So you're extending your both to the same side. Keep your hips down, Jane. Your hips are down. So this will open your hips, which as well allows tension to release from the pelvis and as well helps the knees. So you bring your body into a banana-like shape, stretching both legs and the upper body to one side of your mat. You can do this as well without crossing the ankles, but you have a better stretch here. Keep breathing. Respirate lì nel lato sinistro del tronco. Inhale, you lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Exhale, extend from your left hip towards your left armpit and from your left hip towards your left outer ankle. Quando inspirate, allungate dalla parte bassa dello sterno alla parte alta. E quando espirate, vi allungate dall'anca verso l'ascella sinistra, il mignolo sinistro e anche dall'anca verso il tallone sinistro. Then come back to the center. Change the clasp of your feet and the clasp of your wrists. Maybe I've done it the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. Extend first up your heels in one direction and your arms into the opposite direction. And be careful here, your lumbar. You don't want to push your lumbar up. You don't want to drop your lumbar. The lumbar is only extending. Fate attenzione ai lombari. Non li volete allungare in su, spingere in su o in basso, li volete solo allungare. And then walk your legs towards the left as much as you can. Then your arms to the left as much as you can. And you can try a little bit more. You can even close your eyes. And then feel how one side is different than the other. Poi potete anche chiudere gli occhi e sentite come un lato è tanto diverso dall'altro. Inhale, you lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Exhale, extend from your right hip to your right outer ankle bone. And from your right hip towards your right little finger. And then come back to the center. Bend your legs, take your arms back. And then I want us to do Supta Padangusthasana. So if you need one, if you need the belt, take the belt. Bend both legs, facciamo Supta Padangusthasana 1. Prima piegate tutte e due le gambe. Then bend your right leg and see if you can connect to your foot. Or through the belt or with your hands. I think I have to switch the light off, otherwise you cannot see me. So, and keep your left leg bent first. Tenete la gamba sinistra piegata. And then feel the right side of your trunk that you have not shortened that. Sentite la parte destra del tronco che non l'avete accorciata, Because when we lift the leg or when we bend the leg, then we shorten that side of the trunk. Jane, take your leg a little bit more to the right. Yes. So your knee does not overshoot the middle line. Yes. Yeah, that's fine, Verena. That's fine, but open the knee well. And for you, Marina, you have to extend from the back of your knee. The calf has to go towards the heel. So you want to open well the back of your knees. And then keep the leg as it is and take and extend the left leg down. So keep your right leg up and then extend the left leg along the floor. And if you cannot touch with your right thigh, left thigh the floor, then you have to give yourself more back. The head is heavy. Extend well the left heel away from you. The left big toe is well extended away from you. The mount of the left big toe has to move a little bit more forward so that you can feel the left thigh is turning from outside in. Long, smooth inhalation, long, smooth exhalation. Then imagine a line, a center line from the back of your heel, right heel towards your sitting bone. And then you want to open from that line everything out towards the sides. And then can you just check, is the back chest, the bottom back chest on the floor or is your lumbar on the floor? Poi osservate, la parte bassa del torace è ancora appoggiata giù o avete appoggiato i lombi invece? Then with your next exhalation, bend both legs down, piegate tutte e due le gambe giù. And when you are in this pose, you have to have a little space under your spine because we have to respect our natural curves, the lumbar and the cervical curve. Bend your left leg, connect to your foot or with your hands or with the belt. Drop your shoulders down. And then slide your right heel along the floor. Extend the heel along the floor. Press your right big toe forward. Let the mound of your right big toe move forward more so that the right thigh is turning from outside in. Allungate bene la base dell'aluce destro in avanti e sentite quando fate questo come la coscia ruota dall'esterno all'interno. And then again, center line from the left heel towards your sitting bone. And then from there, spread. From that line, spread out towards the sides. And then again, bend both legs, turn towards your right, and then we are going to sit in Upavista Konasana. And I want you actually to have like a blanket under the knees. So if you have two blankets, you can use two blankets. But if you open one blanket, Don't know if this is wide enough. If you open a blanket, maybe this is wide enough, and you can just fold it. I just show you. If you have two blankets, you can put two blankets there. Otherwise, you have like one blanket. You do Upavista Konasana. And have the blanket under your knees so that the knees have something to press into. Or you put two blankets. If you have two blankets, se avete due coperte, mettetevi una. Basta che non sia troppo doppia la coperta. Don't make it too thick, the blanket. Just a reminder, it depends. If you have to sit higher, then the blanket can be higher as well. And then you sit in Upavista Konasana. Yeah, that's fine, Lisa. Yes, roll this up. That's fine. For you, it's fine. And then you bring it under your knees. Che bella coperta, Donatella, che hai! Good. And then have your hands behind you. Now, I went all dark, but I hope you can see me. Yes. So the blanket is there so that you can press your knees into the blanket. Look at your feet, that you're on the center heels. Remember that the soles of your feet have to move from your big toe towards the little toes, and then from the little toes you draw back into the dents here, and there you have to grip. Put your hands behind you. Allora, dai linguini vi allungate verso il bordo interno dei talloni. Non Lisa, Rosita, porta la testa indietro, Rosi. Ecco, brava. Poi dai mignoli allungate verso l'esterno dei talloni e poi lì arrivate verso le anche, che c'è tipo un po' di cicciaioccio lì, quella parte deve andare in dentro, dovete risucchiarla in dentro così le anche sono compatte. Puoi portare le braccia indietro, guardate dritti in avanti, look straight ahead, spread your clavicles. And then now press the back of your knees into the blanket and extend your calves away. Spingete il dietro delle vostre ginocchia nella coperta. Susan, lift your sternum. Okay, I can see here better. I've got two screens. Lift your sternum from the bottom sternum to the top sternum. Lift your armpits into the body. And the heels are right on the center. Your toes are pointing up and your thighs are descending. And then spread your arms out to the sides. And be careful that you don't drop forward. Keep your thighs down. Now don't press your knees anymore. Don't press your knees down anymore. Press your thighs down. Ora non spingete più giù le ginocchia. Spingete bene giù le cosce. Turn your palms up. Portate le braccia indietro. Take your arms back. And then raise your arms up. Hold on to your elbows. Be careful that the back chest has not dropped in. So spread here the back of your chest, the lower part of your chest. Lift your elbows up towards the ceiling. Press your sitting bones down. Press your thighs down. Non spingete più le ginocchia. Don't press your knees anymore. Just press le cosce. Spingete giù le cosce. Allungate I gomiti in su. Spread the soles of your feet. And then exhale, turn towards your right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn from the left armpit chest towards the right armpit chest. And from your left groin, extend towards the heel, towards the left heel. Rosi, scapole in dentro, porta le scapole in avanti, Rosi. Ecco. And then come back to the center. Extend your arms first, change the fold. Lift up. Non crollate dietro, no, don't collapse back, don't collapse back. And then exhale, turn towards the left. E poi espirate Giratevi verso la sinistra. Take your head a little bit more back, Marie-Claire, so that your chin is parallel. Il mento tenetelo parallelo. Gli ischi giù, le cosce giù, la pianta dei piedi che ruota. Keep your sitting bones pressing down. Your thighs now are pressing down. Your calves are moving away, Marina. Move your calves away to the heels. And then turn a little bit more towards the left. And then come back to the center. Extend your arms. All the pecs are coming now. And take your arms down. Close your legs a moment. Then we're going to do one more Upavista Konasana, but with the bricks under your heels. So Marie-Claire, you sit a little bit higher. Sit a little bit higher. If anyone else as well has to sit higher. And then you bring your heels onto the bricks. Good. And have your hands back. And then lift this up. Don't let it drop. Because if this drops, then you collapse. So lift up, bottom sternum to top sternum, the skin here, the skin, if you look yourself in the mirror, the skin from your sternum has always to lift up. Take your hands back. Allora ricordate che la pelle dello sterno deve sempre salire. Verena, extend well your inner heels. From the inner ankle bones, extend. You should, if you look towards your heels, you should not see your heels. Quando guardate verso i talloni, non dovete vedere il bordo interno dei talloni, vedete solo le vostre caviglie. Don't push your knees, push your thighs. And extend your calves towards your heels. And then feel the back of your chest, the lower part of your chest, that you're not pushing it forward. It has to move back. So the back ribs, they have to spread so that the front ribs can move towards the back ribs. Le costole posteriori si devono allargare, così le costole anteriori possono andare indietro. Pull well your kneecaps up. So the kneecaps, you can always pull them towards you, but don't push them down. Le ginocchia tiratele bene verso di voi, quanto volete, però non spingetele giù. I polpacci verso i talloni, and then one more time, spread your arms, keep your thighs down. Turn your palms up, and then raise your arms up. Only Urdhva Hastasana. Interlock your thumbs, and extend your nails up towards the ceiling. Marina, extend your arms. All of you, from your elbows, lift towards your wrists. And from your elbows, let your biceps drop down. Ecco. Alza il mento, Rosi, alza il mento. Your chin is parallel towards the floor. Yes, straighten your left arm, Verena. Straighten your left arm. Then your sacrum bend, push it forward. Your navel bend, spread it and take it back. La fascia del sacro, spingetela in avanti. La fascia dell'ombelico la allargate, la portate indietro. Change the interlock and lift. Stay there, rimanete lì. And remember the belt you had here. And feel the back piece of the belt with your breath. Ricordatevi la cintura che avevate lì e con il vostro respiro riempite il dietro della cintura. And then release your arms, close your legs, and then let's do one Adho Mukha Svanasana. Go straight and to actually stand all of you in Uttanasana to one side of your mat. No, in Uttanasana, in Tadasana. Venite prima su in Tadasana, mettetevi sulla fine del vostro tappetino, look straight ahead. And then remember when we had the brick in between the inner heels, squeeze them. We could have put it into the inner ankles as well, but then the class becomes even longer. Then remember the grip you had when it was in your knees, press, and in your thighs. Ricordatevi il mattoncino tra il bordo interno dei talloni, tra le vostre ginocchia, che faceva che le ginocchia guardano dritte in avanti, e poi tra le vostre cosce. Spalle indietro, porta le cosce Donatella indietro un po', e Verena, take your thighs back as well. Inhale, raise your arms for Urdhva Hastasana. The front of your body has to move back and the back of your body has to come forward. Look up, guardate in su. Inhale, extend, exhale, come down. And then walk your hands forward. Take your feet apart for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your feet as wide as your hips, then look that your hands are in line with your feet. Release your head, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And it's the first, and I think it's as well the last Adho Mukha Svanasana you do, so do not attack your body. Just breathe. See what is opening. Feel what is not opening. È l'unico Adho Mukha Svanasana che facciamo oggi, per quello non attaccate il corpo, usate il respiro, le tecniche che conoscete e respirate. Your arms extend towards your hands. Your hands are pressing down and then they want to push your mat forward. But from there you want to push your hips back, the whole of your trunk back. Back, I mean up towards the ceiling. Allora le braccia si allungano verso le mani, con le mani spingono verso il pavimento, poi si allungano anche in avanti, vogliono spostare il tappetino in avanti e poi volete spingere il tronco verso il soffitto. And then pull your knees up, inner knees up towards your groins, outer knees back. Your forearms, they have to move away from the floor. And then look forward, walk forward. Guardate in avanti, camminate in avanti, mani sui fianchi, spingete giù gli alluci, inhale, come back up. Look up towards the ceiling and then straight ahead. So now I want you to have, we are going to do Utkatasana, but I want you to do it with the brick in between your thighs. Facciamo Utkatasana con il mattoncino, actually not on your thighs, on your knees. So have your feet here, knees and a little bit on your thighs. And then give me a side view. Give me a side view, look at your feet, big toes in line, extend your arms down. Lift your armpits up. Il mattoncino è tra le ginocchia e le vostre cosce. Schiacciate con l'esterno delle ginocchia il mattoncino. Le creste iliache allungatele in su. Lift your hip bones up. Then inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Take your arms up. If your period girl, just stay stay like this. Se avete le mestruazioni rimanete così, non piegate le gambe. Inhale, lift your arms up so you feel the sides of your trunk extending up. Exhale, gently bend your legs for Utkatasana. Your sitting bones, they want to make a hole in your pants. Ah, yes, beautiful. Take your trunk forward, Lisa. Take your trunk forward. If you can, Jane, come further down. Marie-Claire, take your trunk forward. Ah, beautiful. Franca, poco più giù. Straighten your arms, Katya. Straighten your arms. Well done. Press into your heels. Come back up. Take your hands down. Stay there. I'm impressed. Take your armpits up, spread your armpits up, spread your clavicles. One more time. Inhale, raise your arms. And remember, Urdhva Hastasana, we do Urdhva Hastasana because we pull the spine out of our hips and we want to create more space between the chest and the pelvis. Ricordate, Urdhva Hastasana lo facciamo perché allungate la colonna fuori dal bacino, ma soprattutto il torace lontano dal bacino. Take your sacrum down, Lisa. Take your sacrum down. And then exhale, go. Utkatasana. And keep breathing. Yes, well done, Susan. Marina, a little bit more down your sitting bones. Yes, stop. And then your arms higher, Marina. Take your arms higher. Because you have to imagine your sitting bones, they want to make a hole in your pants. Yes, beautiful. Take your trunk forward, Katya. Take your shoulder blades in. And then all of you stay where you are and lift your pubis towards your navel. Rimanete dove state, allungate il pube verso l'ombelico. And then exhale, come back up and release your arms. That was so beautiful that we don't have to do it again. But now, if you have a piece of wall, go with your mat towards the wall. If you don't have it, you just pretend. Se avete un pezzo di muro, andate, I want to do the standing poses against the wall. And then first, I want you to do Trikonasana. Can you see? Yes. So, with 2 bricks. Can we do it like this? Yes. 2 bricks. 1 brick on top of the other. And then, you know, Marie Claire or anyone else for balance. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we do this, can you all take your chair? Because I forgot to show you something. All of you take the chair, which you can do while you watch television, because this is very important for the thighs. Prendetevi tutti una sedia e prendetevi la pallina o il bastoncino che avevate prima. And take, if you have, the broomstick again. If you don't have the broomstick, your ball is fine as well. And then you sit on the chair. Okay. Because this, they are called inner vastules, I cannot remember, I will tell you later. The quadriceps, they are divided like in 3 things, you know. One is here to the inside, one is to the in the middle, and one is at the back. And the inside is the muscle which helps us to pull the kneecap up. So with the broomstick, you just press, you just put this here. If you don't have the broomstick, you can have your ball as well. It's a little bit harder with the ball. To the inside, very close to your knee. You're not massaging, you're really giving a stimulation. Cioè il quadricipite è diviso in 3 muscoli o 3 parti e la parte interna aiuta tanto per tirare su la rotola. Per quello proprio non fate un massaggio, don't be gentle, it's not a massage, it's really a stimulation that you go and pull it there. So you're not going to do it long, but if you watch TV, you can do that 5 minutes. Then you go to the center, and the center has like a little bit in the inside, in the center, and in the outside. These are so important for your knees. So you massage them. No, you're not massaging them. You're giving a stimulation. Quadricipite. E poi la parte di lato. And then the outside, which for me it's a little bit harder. I have more pain there. And of course it's good as well, Stefan, for cellulitis. For us women, you don't have it, I'm sure, but you can massage the muscle. Then the other side. Start with the inside. It's very close. You can touch it as well here, the muscles, the vastius, inner vastius muscles are called, muscle is called this one. And then go and massage first the inside, not massage, stimulation. Shouldn't be pleasant. You should really feel a little bit of pain. But this is a good pain. Then go to the middle and then do a little bit to the inside, the center and a little bit to the outside. Guardate verso il centro, fate un po' all'interno, proprio il centro proprio e un po' all'esterno. E poi la parte posteriore. And then the outer thigh. Proprio fate forte, non deve essere un massaggio, deve proprio essere una stimolazione. It's called vastus intermedius, the one in the inner thigh, and they release towards the knee, inside of the quadriceps. Then, if you have done this, do this the rest of the week every day, and then we're going to do Trikonasana. And if you need the chair for balance, keep the chair here. Se vi serve la sedia per bilanciarvi, tenetevi la sedia, perché voglio che portate il piede sul mattoncino. I want you to bring your foot, the toes are tucked in, and the foot is onto the brick. And then you take the leg, the left leg out to the side. But you, Marie-Claire, keep your chair here. Lisa as well, for your knee. If you lose balance, keep the chair here. You can all keep your chair there. So one foot, the toes are tucked in. Le dita dei piedi sono girati verso il muro. Puoi fare una grande distanza. And then if you look towards your foot, for example, I always collapse onto the outer heel. I have to lift the outer heel up and push it forward. Guardate verso il piede destro, l'esterno della caviglia si deve sollevare e deve spingere in dentro. So that you are like this. Then place your hands onto your hips first. Good. And Susanne, push your right ribs in. So yes, yes. Good. Head back, Elisa, head back. Good. Turn your thigh well from inside out. Push the base of your big toe against the wall. If you have the wall, if you don't have the wall, just push, leave it there. Lift your right arm up. Alzate il braccio destro. When you lift your arm, continue to turn your thigh. Quando alzate il braccio, continuate a ruotare la coscia destra dall'interno all'esterno. Good, we all have the wall there, perfect. When you exhale, go to the wall. Espirate, andate verso il muro. Don't go low, go high up. Higher, Verena, higher. And then dip your hips, turn your thigh from inside out. Okay. First you go high up. Then can you slide your hand down and hold on to your shin bone. Look at your arm. The arm has to cover the leg. Then look straight ahead again. And then take the top arm up. And breathe. Take your trunk back. Remember, stay there. Remember, make the back of your body broad. From your sacrum, broaden out. The middle spine, broaden it. And the top of your spine. Yes. Ecco, allargate bene dietro prima. Natica destra in avanti, Daniela. Porta la natica destra in avanti. So that the front of your body can then go and rest onto the back of your body. Keep breathing. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Your right thigh is turning from inside out, but your right ribs are coming forward. Stay there. Breathe. Breathe, breathe. Your outer ankle bone, the right outer ankle bone is moving in. Clavicles are spreading, your right clavicle is spreading. Turn your head, if you've not done already, to look towards your left thumb. Pull all of your pubis to navel. Allungate dal pube all'ombelico, clavicola destra larga e guardate verso il pollice sinistro. And like you've done in Upavista Konasana, from your inner groin, extend towards the inner heels, both legs. The outer legs back towards your hips and then grip your hips dai linguini al bordo interno dei talloni, ruotate tutte e due le gambe, dall'esterno delle gambe indietro, così le anche sono compatte. Press the back foot down very gently, come up, hold on to the chair if you need to, and take the leg down. Buongiorno. Then the other side, take the chair with you. Take the chair with you if you need to. I have the wall there. So put your foot against the wall and tuck your toes under. So le dita dei piedi stanno contro il muro, le dita dei piedi sono contro il muro, tenetevi la sedia o il muro, il tallone in linea con l'arco del piede, the left heel in line with the arch of the right foot, hands on your hips. So your thigh turns from inside out. Your hip a little bit is dipping, but your chest is not. Your chest is looking straight to the wall in front of you. Allora, coscia che ruota dall'interno all'esterno, il bacino è un po' andato verso la vostra destra, però non il torace. Lift your right arm up first, outer ankle bone in, the left outer ankle bone in, and then exhale, go up the wall first. Andate prima verso il muro, in altezza, così sentite la gamba bella lunga, ma anche il lato sinistro bello lungo. Ecco. Take your buttock in, Isabella, a little bit more. Good. And then slide your hand down onto your shin. Keep the back legs straight and narrow. Good. And then see, look at your left hand, that it's covering the leg. Guardate il braccio sinistro che copre la vostra gamba. And then keep your left clavicle spreading well. Take your left shoulder blade, sit well in. Take it well in the left one. And then raise the top arm. Ecco, bene Rosita. Larga la clavicola sinistra Rosita. Largala, porta la scapola in dentro. And then if you can, look up. Take your right shoulder, Stefan, more back. And the left buttock more forward. And breathe. Then again, first you spread the back of your body, your sacrum bend, your middle back, upper back, and then let your front spine rest onto the back. From your inner groins, extend towards the inner heels. From your outer heels back, do it this way this time, and grip your outer hips. Spread your clavicles. Remember, when we have the arms open like this, it's because we open the chest. Keep breathing. Turn your left thigh from inside out, from the root of your thigh. And take your left ribs, take them forward a little bit more. Grip your hips. When you come out, grip your hips first, and then exhale, use the wall, use whatever you need, and come up. Good. That was good. We don't have to repeat this. Then we are going to do Virabhadrasana 1, and here you only need one brick. One brick against the wall. Solo un mattoncino. Facciamo il guerriero numero 1. I just show you first. Again, the toes are tucked in. Then you step back. You step back with the other leg. Keep your fingers here at the wall first, and then we are going to bend the leg. You're bending the leg to a right angle as much as you can, but with your fingers, you're pushing yourself away from the wall. And the knee has to be in line with the second and third toe. So bring on solo un mattoncino adesso e mettete il piede destro sul mattoncino, con le dita del piede sempre girate in dentro e poi camminate la gamba sinistra ma tanto indietro. Make a big step because we know we have to make a right angle and we need a lot of space. Then keep your fingers at the wall first, keep your legs straight. Tenete prima le gambe dritte, solo la punta delle mani al muro e allontanate le spalle. Take your shoulders away from the wall. Take the face away from the wall. So the back leg, can you push it further back? La gamba dietro, la coscia, la potete spingere ancora di più indietro. Sollevate il pubis, lift your pubis. And then lift your pubis, exhale, bend the front leg. Let the knee go straight to the wall. Don't let it go to the inside chain. Be careful. And push with your hands. Push yourself back. Push yourself back. If you have to lift the back leg, it's okay for today. Se dovete alzare la gamba posteriore, per oggi va bene. Keep lifting from your pubis up. Rimani solo sulla punta delle dita laniera e spingi il tronco lontano. Good. Bend a little bit more, Verena. You can take the back leg back more, Verena. And then, if you can, extend your arms up. Extend your arms up in Urdhva Hastasana and extend from your groin towards the inner knee. The back thighs to extend back. And the left hip is coming forward, like this warm blanket. Imagine like a warm blanket from your sacrum, moving your left buttock to the outside. Immaginatevi questa coperta bella calda che dal sacro va intorno l'anca sinistra e vi copre. Così l'anca sinistra viene in avanti, l'anca destra indietro. If you can, if your neck is free, look up. Ecco, well done. Hai dimenticato piegare la gamba, Donatella? Hai dimenticato piegare la gamba? Elvira Vardasana 1. Oh, good sit. And straighten your arms, Lisa. Good. And then press your outer right foot. Re-extend the leg. Spingete l'esterno del piede destro giù. Riallungate la gamba. Change legs. So you put your left foot there. Take a big step because we want to make a right angle. First keep your legs straight. Prima tenete le dritte le gambe. La punta delle dita, così le spalle le potete portare tantissimo indietro. Bring your fingertips sit to the wall, the fingertips. Push your right thigh back, coscia destra indietro. Before you bend the leg, pull your pubis. Prima che piegate la gamba, tirate sul pubis e poi piegate la gamba. Vedete che una gamba è sempre più facile dell'altra. And then you will see one leg is easier than the other. Bend the leg, go back, bend the leg, the front leg. Yes. Good. Keep the back leg straight, go back. The thigh, push it back. Push with your fingers, push your trunk back. And this posture really strengthens the inner quadriceps, which is very, very essential for the knee. And then if you can lift your arms, se ce la fate, allungate le braccia. E queste posizioni dove pieghiamo la gamba è tanto importante per le nostre ginocchia. Yes, well done. Lift your arms, chain, lift your arms. If it's easier, you can interlock your thumbs. That is the front leg bend. Bend more the front leg. Yes, it's Virabhadrasana 1. Good. The right hip a little bit forward more, Isabella. And then if you can look up. Se potete, guardate in su. Good. And look forward. Very gently come out. And the other poses we are going to do without wall. So if you want to come back to the center, se volete tornare al centro, so we're going to repeat Trikonasana, Virabhadrasana 1, and then we do as well Virabhadrasana 2. But first we stand in the middle of the mat. In Tadasana, extend your arms down and squeeze your legs. Squeeze the outer shin bones, the outer knees, your outer thighs, and I want to do one more pose. Go and get before we do this. Get your break, because this is so good for the knees. So I show you first the easy one, which I can do, because there's one I cannot do, but I want to show it to you as well. So bring your right foot onto the brick and have your toes in line. Have your right leg bent. And then mettete il piede sul mattoncino e guardatevi il vostro ginocchio. Il ginocchio deve andare in linea con il secondo e il terzo dito. Don't do, I cannot do it with this one. Don't let the knee come in. Because if the knee comes in, you put too much pressure onto your meniscus. The knee has to move there, and not only you put too much pressure. What about your inner thigh? It's not working. So the inner knee has to be in line with the second and third toe, because we always overextend the outer thigh, and the inner thigh, which is so important for the knee, we just don't have it. Put your hands onto your hips. Keep your leg bent first. Keep your leg bent. Tenete il ginocchio piegato. The right foot, Susanne, is on the brick. Your toes are in line. If your foot is taller than the brick, you can take your toes out. And keep the leg bent first. Press well the heel, even with the leg bent. Press the heel and feel how your quadricep muscles, they are touching towards the thigh. Take your elbows back, and Marie-Claire, take your elbows down. Then press the foot, exhale, straighten the leg, and lift the left leg off the floor without pushing the hip. So the hips are nice and compact. If you lose balance, you can put the foot against the brick, but otherwise stay there. Look straight ahead. Take your arms out, lift your arms, take them up, interlock your thumbs, look straight ahead. So you can feel the head of your right femur bone moving into its socket. You can feel the quadriceps here attaching towards the thigh, but you have to feel the same on the left. So suck the left head of your femur bone, like suck it into its socket and extend the inner left heel, extend it out towards the left. And look straight ahead. Pull your pubis to navel, navel to diaphragm, sacrum bend, push it in. Navel, take it back. Look straight ahead. If your device is lower down, you just look straight ahead. Then take your arms down, take the leg down, and feel how your quadricep muscles have attached towards the leg. And then we do the other leg. Take your left foot onto the brick and place your hands onto your hips and look at your knee. Don't let it overshoot the middle line. It has to stay in line with the second and third toe. Franca, poco il ginocchio verso la sinistra. Then look straight ahead, drop your elbows so that the skin here, your triceps, is moving down. Don't let it lift up because it lifts your shoulder. Then press the heel, exhale, extend the legs. Suck the head of your femur bone into its socket. And then the right femur bone, lift it up as well. And the right inner heel, turn it to the right. And then spread your arms, turn. If you can remember, change the interlock. Take your right leg, Katja, a little bit back. Your feet have to be in line. So the right inner heel is moving out and the left inner heel is pushing into the brick. Your outer left ankle bone away from the brick into the inside. And the crown of your head extended up. And then exhale, come back down. And I want to show you one which I cannot do at all, but it's very helpful for your legs. I can show you, you can try it once and then you can experiment later. So this you have to place one brick on top of the other. Vi voglio far vedere uno che io non riesco a fare solo con una gamba, con l'altra gamba no. And then here, so one, just put the other half there. And which is very good for your knees. So you step on there with your right foot. If you need the chair or the wall to hold you, 2 bricks, and you step up. Then your trunk has to be straight. I have to hold on to something, otherwise I cannot do. Maybe Stefan, you can do. Take your left leg forward. The trunk has to be upright. Then you bend and see if you can take the heel down to the floor, but without putting your trunk forward or back. Then you come back up. And one more time. Try 2 times. If you can hold on to your hips and then come down. I cannot do that. So, and I can hardly do it with this leg. So put the heel onto the floor, then come up again, lift bottom sternum to top sternum, and then one more time. Take the leg forward, bend the right leg, come down, and then come up. Then see the other side. The other side, I can't do, but I try hard every day. So put your left foot, because if you can do it with your hands on your hips, the next step, I remember in Pune, they had weights in the hands, and they did it with weights in the hands. So this is the Bruce Lee version. So now have your left leg onto the brick. You need to hold onto the mat to something. The trunk is upright and bend the leg. And here I cannot do more than that. If you reach, bring your heel down to the floor. Come back up and then do 2 more. I cannot. And then, and then if you've done 3, remember this and do it every day. Se ce la fate ogni giorno, questo è un altro per ogni giorno. Molto importante per le vostre ginocchia. So now come to the center of your mat without bricks. You don't need the bricks. So Jane and Lisa, try to do that. Maybe start with 1 brick and then go down. So join your big toes, spread all the other toes, extend your arms down, look straight ahead, pull your head out of your neck, and then squeeze your outer shin bones. If I let go of my legs go out to the side. So squeeze your outer shin bones. See if you can close the space in between your legs. Then your arms are extending down. Your legs are extending down, but the trunk is extending up. Spread your arms. Don't jump if you have knee issues. Take your hands forward. Bend your legs, jump or step your legs apart. Okay. And then sacrum bend in. Your thighs are moving back. You're first doing Trikonasana. Spread while your arms, Marie-Claire. Spread from the sternum towards your thumbs. Turn your left foot slightly in. And for today, listen, for today, lift your right foot. Don't turn your heel and turn the leg out. So it's more heel to heel aligned and your stride is wider. Press the inner right foot down, turn your right thigh, lift armpit chest up, exhale, Trikonasana. So you're a little bit wider than normal, which is good for your knee. Take your head back, ears in line with your shoulders. Right buttock, Stefan, push it in. Keep your right clavicle spreading and look up. If you can place your hand, Susanne, on the floor, Babette, Donatella, if you can place your hand onto the floor without pushing your buttock back, push it, take your hand to the floor and look up. Extend the left arm, because when we do this, remember we do this because we want to spread the chest. Keep breathing. Your feet, you're beautiful. Well done, Susan. Vai, Daniela, ecco. Anche un pochetto più larghe le gambe oggi, Daniela, va bene. And then pull while your kneecaps up, your thigh muscles up. Then have the grip in your outer hips, tenete questa compattezza nell'esterno delle anche, espirate, tornate in su, come up, turn your feet forward, keep your arms up, and then turn your right foot in, lift only the left foot, turn it out, and then bring it down. Bring your buttock forward, lift your hip bone, your left hip bone, and then exhale, come down. Keep your arms spreading, come down. Onto the leg, onto the floor, head back, left clavicle spreading, and then look up. Tenete la clavicola sinistra bella larga e poi guardate in su. And breathe. Oh, how beautiful you all are. Come siete belli tutti. Susanne meint which side is the right ribs, take them in. It's like if I place my hand there onto your right ribs, take them down. The ribs have to stay in their cavity. And press your feet, exhale, come back up. Turn the feet forward, look at your big toes that they are in line. Keep your arms up, keep spreading your chest. Turn your palms up. Exhale, take your arms up. You can close your hands, but don't cross your thumbs. Chiudete le mani, però non incrociate I pollici. So if you have your hands like this, don't cross your thumbs. So don't cross your thumbs like this. You just have your thumbs together. If it's easier, you can hold on to your thumbs. Then turn your left, lift your left foot, turn it in, lift the left heel, turn it out, turn the right foot forward, and then turn your left hip forward, your right hip back. Don't let your hands point back. The fingertips have to point up towards the ceiling. Non fate che le dita delle mani puntano indietro, devono puntare un pochetto più larghe, Daniela, devono puntare verso il soffitto. Allungate le mani in su, extend your arms up to lift your spine, pubis to navel. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Bend the right leg, lift your pubis up, shoulder blades in, look up towards your hands. Left hip is coming forward, and remember the right knee has to go towards the second and third toe. Then look forward, re-extend the leg, pressing your right outer foot, turn the feet to the front. Keep your arms there, because this is so important that we do this, that we are holding the arms. It's okay to hold the thumbs, but this is so important because it lengthens here the sides of the trunk. Then turn your right foot in, Lift the heel, turn it out more, and then turn the whole of your left leg forward. Extend your fingers up towards the ceiling. Turn your right hip forward. Turn your right hip forward. Remember, imagine someone pulling your right buttock away from your sacrum. Then inhale, extend your arms up. Exhale, bend the leg. Keep the back leg straight, Katja. Keep the back leg straight. Ecco, bravissimi. A little bit more bend, Stefan, a little bit more. And then shoulder blades swirl in. And if you can look up, con le scapole bene in dentro e se potete guardate in su. Then look straight ahead. Re-extend the leg by pressing your outer left foot. Riallungate la gamba spingendo l'esterno del piede. Giratevi in avanti, turn forward, spread your arms. Now we are going to do Virabhadrasana 2. Keep the back of your body spreading so that the front of your body can sit towards the back of your body. Turn your left foot in slightly. The whole of your right leg, again, have this big stride. The whole of your right leg is turning towards the right. Keep your arms parallel. Exhale, bend the leg. Virabhadrasana 2. Your groin is in line with the inner knee. Keep your left clavicle spreading. Turn your head to look towards the right middle finger. And lift pubis to navel. Keep extending the left hand away so you're spreading from your sternum towards your thumb. Then press your outer right foot, spingete l'esterno del piede, riallungate la gamba, turn the feet forward. Then you take your right foot in. What happened to your arms? The whole of your left leg out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the leg from your groin towards the inner knee. Remember, the knee has to be in line with the second and third toe. Oh, come on, Katja. Keep your right clavicle spreading and then turn your head to look towards the left middle finger. Come down with your groin, otherwise it's too difficult to stay in the pose. And then press the outer foot, extend the leg, turn the feet forward, bring your hands onto your hips. Look at your big toes that they are in line. And then look up towards the ceiling, lift bottom sternum to top sternum. And then when you exhale, come all the way down, go all the way down. If you reach, place your hands onto the floor, bend your elbows back, do Prasarita Padottanasana. If you don't reach the floor, hold on to your outer ankle bones. But if you're holding on to your outer ankle bones, take your thumbs with you. Se riuscite mettete le mani giù, piegate i gomiti indietro per Prasarita Padottanasana. Se non riuscite a toccare il pavimento, tenete le caviglie, però portate anche i pollici dietro con le altre dita verso le caviglie. Sides of your neck are long. Your outer feet are pressing down. Daniela porta l'esterno dei gomiti più vicino, solo l'esterno dei gomiti, le mani stanno bene. So then feel the weight onto your feet. Sentite il peso sui vostri piedi. Fate sicuri che è uguale su tutti e due i piedi. Make sure it's the same on both sides. so that you can extend your legs evenly up. Your calves from the knees, extend them well down, Marina. Press the center heels down. Dal dietro delle ginocchia spingete bene i polpacci giù. And then straighten your arms, place them to the floor. Mettete giù le mani. And then first take your heels in and then your toes. Then your heels, then your toes, and come up. And then I want you to be going to do Virasana just for a moment. Sit in Virasana. And Mary can sit in Virasana. Elisa, you can sit with your legs in Sukhasana. So if you need, Virasana is the one, give me a side view as well. Virasana is the one where you're sitting onto a brick. If you can sit onto a blanket, it's fine for me as well. But don't sit completely, well, if you can sit on the floor, it's fine as well. Se riuscite a stare seduti sul pavimento, su una coperta, sedetevi pure. Datemi vi vedo di lato. Because here, if you sit on the floor and your outer ankle bones are pushing out towards the side, that's no good because you put weight on the inner knees. Then you have to sit high. Allora, se state seduti, uguale dove state seduti, guardate gli talloni. L'esterno delle caviglie deve andare in dentro e l'interno delle caviglie si allunga verso gli alci. If you look towards the inner feet, they have to be parallel towards each other. And they don't make a banana shape. They're parallel towards each other. The little toe side, the nail is on the floor. I mignoli, le unghie dei mignoli sono sul pavimento. Put your hands a moment onto the base of your little toes. Press them down and then lift the sides of your trunk up. Mettete le mani sulla base dei mignoli, spingeteli giù e sentite come i polpacci ruotano dall'interno all'esterno. When you press your little toes down, you can feel your thighs turn, not your thighs, your calves turning from inside out. Then your armpits, lift your armpits up. Not your shoulders, your armpits. Lift your chin, Verena, lift your chin. Il mento parallelo al pavimento. Then the back, the bottom back of your chest spread. Poi ricordate la parte posteriore del torace allargata. Then interlock your fingers for Parvatasana, intrecciate le dita delle mani, turn your palms up, keep the bottom back chest spread, tenete la parte posteriore bassa del torace che si allarga. Espirate, portate sulle braccia. Parvatasana in Virasana. Extend your right arm more, Marie-Claire. Close your eyes. All of you chiudete gli occhi. Then pull from your knees, from your inner knees, pull back towards your groins. Your sitting bones are pressing down. And then extend your arms out and feel that you're lifting your spine out of your hips. Shoulder blades well in. The front ribs, resist them back. And then see, can you take the arms a little bit further back. Poi le costole basse resistetele verso quelle posteriori, scapole in dentro e poi vedete le braccia, ce la fate a portarle ancora più indietro. Mantenete la lunghezza dei lati del tronco. Keep the length on the sides of your trunk. Keep your eyes closed. Tenete gli occhi chiusi. Bring your hands down and change the interval. Portate giù le braccia, cambiate l'intreccio, poi di nuovo ruotate il palmo delle mani in avanti e in su. And then again, take your arms up. spread your palms up. E poi riaprite gli occhi, portate le braccia in giù. Now open your eyes, take your hands down. Place your hands onto the floor, mani giù sul pavimento. Venite su, girate le dita dei piedi. Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Have your feet as wide as your hips, even a little bit more closer. You can join your feet. If you can join your feet, join your feet. Se riuscite, unite anche i piedi. E poi fate Uttanasana. You can hold on to the back of your thighs, not thighs, calves. And then you can pull your trunk down, like when we do Paschimottanasana. You can pull your trunk down. And then your sacrum bend. Take it in towards your legs. Tenete i vostri polpacci, allungate la colonna prima in giù, come quando facciamo Paschimottanasana. E poi il vostro sacro, mica sta lontano dalle gambe, il sacro si vuole avvicinare verso le gambe. Keep breathing. Your shoulders are moving away from the floor. And then bring your hands onto your hips and come up. So now we are going to do Dvipada Viparita Dandasana. Take a chair. Any chair will do. If you don't have a yoga chair, take any other chair. Se non avete la sedia yoga, prendete qualsiasi sedia. You don't need the mat onto the chair now. Non vi serve il tappetino sopra. You can have a blanket instead. Because I want you to slide actually. And then you need the belt again around the arches of your feet. Just simply Dvipada Viparita Dandasana. Prendetevi la cintura che avevate prima. Probably the width is okay like we have it. And then you place it. I'm going to show you first. Tuck your t-shirt in. Then you come into your chair. Let me see, we all have a yoga chair. Well, that's great. Then you put your belt into the arches of your feet. If it's too narrow, you can widen it. You can widen it if you like. I just quite like it. It's like a bit hip width. Then, first you slide down with your sacrum. The chair, if you're too slippery with the blanket, you can take it off. The chair seat is here in the top of your shoulder. So you go down, hold on to the blanket so it's not sliding too much over. Keep your legs bent first. Keep your hands here so that the elbows are down. Then you take your head back and slide a little bit over the chair so that you come more to the inner shoulder blades. And the elbows are still down so that you have weight there and the back of your armpit chest is pushed forward. And then you extend your heels. You extend your heels. The thighs are dropping down. And then you take your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana first. And then you take them over your head. Have them a moment there over your head. And then you hold your elbows. But if you have issues with your neck, put a brick under your head. So, se vi dà fastidio il collo per qualsiasi motivo, mettetevi il mattoncino lì. And if you don't like the blanket, take the blanket away. I just quite like it because it pulls my trapezes back when I go over. And keep your eyes open. First extend your legs, this time extend your legs first. Okay. And Babette, you can go a little bit more over the chair, just a tiny bit. Ecco, basta, basta Babette. Daniela, non fa niente, ti sei girata nell'altro verso, però non importa, stai bene uguale. Non ti preoccupare, stai lì adesso. Allunga le gambe. Extend well your heels back. Then you're extending your arms. And then you can hold on to your elbows. Allora, prima allungate le gambe, poi allungate le braccia e poi tenete i vostri gomiti. Don't close your eyes. Non chiudete gli occhi, So you have to control the legs so that you're not tipping over. Dovete controllare le vostre gambe così non cascate dall'altro lato della sedia. Marie-Claire, make sure you have something for your head, yes? That your head is not hanging back. Have your bricks there. Thighs are rolling in. And then you're holding your elbows, but I want you to extend the elbows away, not to the floor, away to the wall opposite you. Allora, le cosce ruotano dall'esterno all'interno e quando tenete i vostri gomiti, per oggi non allungateli verso il pavimento, allungateli verso il muro dietro di voi. E non state solo aprendo il vostro torace, state circolando tutta l'energia lì. E si muove da uno spazio all'altro. So we are not only opening the chest in this one, or in all the other poses. We are just circulating energy. And we are moving this energy from one place to the other. So when we walk as human beings, standing or sitting, all the energy is pulled into the pelvis. And then we have all these restrictions inside, outside, in front and behind the pelvis. Noi come esseri umani o camminiamo, stiamo seduti e tutta l'energia viene tirata verso il bacino. E poi abbiamo tutte queste restrizioni dentro, fuori il bacino, davanti, dietro il bacino e poi questo blocca tutta l'energia. Qui adesso state allungando il coccige e il pume viene in avanti, viene fuori dalle gambe verso l'ombelico. So here you're lengthening your tailbone and the pubis is coming out from between your legs and you're pulling it towards your navel. Long, smooth inhalation, long, smooth exhale. So the front of your pelvis wants to lift out from your legs. So we want to try to free that energy. So and in this pose, it automatically moves towards the spine and towards your head. Vogliamo sbloccare tutta quell'energia lì che sta nel pelve, ma in questa posizione già automaticamente vi fa salire tutta l'energia verso la spina, verso la testa. Where you're sitting in there, Susan, just if you look at me, Susan, if you have trouble with your head, you can just have a brick under your head. And the others, if you have trouble with your lower back, and I hope you don't have, because if your legs are working, you shouldn't have any trouble. But if you're still having troubles with your lower back, then you bend your legs. Solo se vi dà fastidio la schiena in basso, non dovrebbe, perché abbiamo lavorato le gambe, però se avete un fastidio nella schiena in basso, ripiegate le gambe, rimanete lì. I cannot remember, have you changed the fold of your arms? If yes, it's okay, if not, do it now. Cambiate l'incrocio delle braccia se non l'avete già fatto. And stay there. Thighs are pressing down, cosce che spingono giù. Bordo interno dei talloni che si allunga, the inner heels are extending. Then take your arms back onto the backrest of the chair. Portate le braccia prima indietro. Then listen. Bend your legs. Take your chest more out towards the head side. Portate il torace un pochetto più fuori della sedia. Portate I gomiti sul sedile della sedia. Bring your elbows onto the seat of the chair. And then you press your feet, and from your sternum, dallo sterno, inspirate e venite su. From your sternum, come up. And then sit in your chair. Come back and sit in your chair. Voi sedetevi nella sedia che facciamo una volta Bharavajasana. Sit in your chair with your thighs, let the thighs rest on the chair as well. Inhale, raise your arms up. Turn towards your right, giratevi verso la destra. Lower your left arm, put your forearm onto the backrest of the chair, and then with your right arm, hold on to the blanket near your left buttock or underneath the chair. Se arrivate, tenete sotto la sedia, però se siete vicini, mettete il pollice vicino alla natica sinistra. And then keep your ears first in line with your shoulders. Don't worry about your knees. Press your feet down. Extend the crown of your head up. Close your eyes. And then exhale, turn. From your left armpit chest towards the right armpit chest. And then keep your left clavicle spread and keep your right shoulder blade into the body. And then turn your head, if you can, to look over your right shoulder. Tenete la clavicola sinistra larga, la scapola destra bene in dentro. Ruotate la testa per guardare oltre la spalla destra, con gli occhi chiusi. And then open your eyes, come back to the center. Once more, raise your arms up so you lift your chest away from your pelvis. Turn towards the left. Take your right forearm and grip the chair from underneath the backrest of the chair so that you activate your bicep. And then take your left arm behind. Porta la scapola, donatela bene in dentro. E tu allarga bene le clavicole rosi, tutti e due. Keep your right clavicle spreading. And then turn your head. You can close your eyes. Grip your outer hips. Lift your armpits away from your hips without lifting your shoulders. And then turn from your right armpit chest towards the left armpit chest. Turn a little bit more, Marina. Take your left arm further back if you can. Take your left arm towards your right buttock. Alza l'ascella destra, Daniela, alza l'ascella destra e poi quella scapola si allontana dalla colonna. And open your eyes, come back to the center, and then you just stand up, bend the chair forward, and then climb out of your chair. And then I want us all to do Uttanasana with the chair. So have the two bricks, and I think even you, Verena, you're tall, but use the bricks. So you have the bricks hip width. You close your chair. You stand on your bricks. If you want to use the blanket, then just use it onto the seat of the chair, because then your ribs are sticking there to the chair. So the legs are perpendicular. The backrest of the chair is right on top of your thighs, so that your pubis has to come over the chair. Then hold on to the chair. Pull the chair as much as you can towards you. Hold the chair. Come over, walk down the chair. Keep holding the chair and putting it towards you. And I hope you place your heels right. The heels have to point straight back. And you hold onto the chair and pull the chair towards you. Then feel your lower ribs now there onto the seat of the chair. And the seat of the chair is pushing your lower ribs in. It's indicating them to move away from the skin, in and up towards your hips. Your shoulders, move them away from the floor. And create the arch in your feet. Keep breathing. Allow your sacrum, so allow gravity to take your hips down here and to release all the skin around your sacrum. Ora la gravità vi ruota il bacino in giù e rilassa tutta la muscolatura intorno al sacro. And you can stay for ages there. But now, very gently, raise your head, keep holding onto the chair, and then come up. Then take the chair away, and then prepare for Shavasana. Prepare for Shavasana. Make sure you're warm enough. Just want to take my other trousers. It is so cold here. So make sure that you're warm enough. And then lie down. If you feel that you have a lower back issue, you could even put your feet onto the chair or have your bricks under your thighs. Se avvertite un fastidio nella schiena in basso, potete anche mettere i mattoncini sotto le cosce o proprio le gambe sulla sedia, but I hope you don't have. Otherwise, speak to me after. Good, well done. Turn your palms up. Are they up there to your palms? Yes, I couldn't see because there was something in front. Allora, il palmo delle mani rivolto in su. If you have glasses, take them off. You don't need glasses in Shavasana. You can place something onto your forehead, even a blanket or brick or your belt. Good. So here structurally structure, we turn the toes, big toes towards the little toes, which makes the thigh turn from inside out. But biomechanically, your groins have to still move down. Allora, gli aluci qui ruotano dagli aluci verso i mignoli e anche le cosce ruotano verso l'esterno, che va bene, però gli inguini ancora devono scendere giù. Le tre stiliette vorrebbero ancora resistere una verso l'altra. Così le giunture sacrali sono appoggiate sul pavimento. So imagine your hip bones, they want to resist one towards the other. So that your sacroiliac joints at the back, they're still on the floor and you have a lateral release. And then feel all the points of your back body onto the floor. Poi sentite tutti i punti di appoggio del vostro corpo posteriore lì sul pavimento. So remember, Shavasana is the art of practicing our depth little by little, every day. So we are prepared. We are not shocked when it comes. Ricordate, Shavasana è la posizione del cadavere e noi pratichiamo ogni giorno un po'. Così siamo preparati. Let the sides of your head go down. The sides of your chest, they move down as well. And the sides of your waist. Mandate i lati della vostra testa dritti in giù. I lati del vostro torace anche mandateli dritti in giù. E gli angoli della vita. Let the first 3-4 exhalations be long. Fate che le prime 3-4 espirazioni siano lunghe. So take Shavasana as a welcome respite, as a chance to unwind the body and simply be. Shavasana è una gradita tregua, è un'occasione per rilassare il corpo e di semplicemente essere. Vi offre anche tipo una finestra sull'informare, sulla vastità universale, sulla pace e il nostro vero sé. Shavasana provides a window into this formlessness, into universal vastness and peace, which is our true self. The boundaries between the body and the atmosphere around us disappears, while your mind stays awake and aware. So fate che i confini tra il corpo e l'atmosfera che vi circonda scompaiano, mentre la mente rimane sveglia e consapevole e calma. Completely let go. The floor is there to hold you up. Completamente lasciatevi andare. C'è il pavimento lì che vi sostiene. Remember, your tongue has to drop back. Ricordate la lingua che si deve ritirare indietro. So that you have this big space, you can feel this big space, this emptiness there. It's like a channel, like an open channel. Completely let go. Completamente lasciatevi andare. C'è il pavimento lì che vi sostiene.